Welcome. If you know me, you know that I love mixing different traditions of moving, exercising, using a ball, yoga and all of that. And that's what I'm gonna try to do today. And I hope you wanna join because it's gonna be super fun and effective. Focus will be core and shoulders because we're gonna have a lot of strength there. Now I just started to move a little bit on my toes. It's just to shake things out because we'll start with breathing and just finding some rest. So just shake out any worries or anything you might have here to begin with. And then pause, get some distance in between your feet. And then take your arms up. Inhale and exhale, bring them down. And close your eyes and then you inhale. Big belly, exhale slowly out. Maybe through your mouth, maybe through your nose. That's up to you. Inhale up. And exhale down. Maybe slowing this down just a bit. Inhale up. Exhale down. So don't worry if you're not used to yoga, if you're not used to using a ball. I'll make sure to share different variations so you can join. Also, if you don't have an exercise ball, you can definitely do most of it on the floor. Let's do the next couple of moves here with our toes pointing out and squatting. So we lift our arms up overhead and then you sit down as you cross your arms here. So slowly inhale up and exhale down. And going as slow as you can without getting nauseous or dizzy. Squeezing the pelvic floor, the buttocks. Last big inhale. And exhale down. All right. Finding more mountain pose, take your hands, your wrists for a spin. And then you might be standing where you are. I'm here at the back end of my mat. Gonna do walkout plank. So slowly walk my hands to the top of the mat. Finding that stability. From there, moving into downward facing dog. Bending my knees as much as I need to in order to keep my spine straight, even though it's kind of leaned in a backed position there. And then I'm moving into plank. I might inhale plank on toes or knees. Exhale down dog. A few more time of these. Waking up our shoulders, our arms, our core, and down. Can you do this without your shoes? Sure. I was thinking about it as well, but also I like having my shoes on, so I'm doing a lot of things without shoes, so that's why. Next time you're in downward facing dog, walk your hands back towards your feet. Moving up, taking a chair posture, staying low, keeping the spine again straight, but leaned forward. Looks like I'm sitting on my ball. Not yet. Maybe sinking a little bit lower, bringing my hands back, and then lifting up, sitting down, lifting up. And I might do this a little bit quick compared to yoga. So we also want to have our cardio going a little bit. Always welcome to slow things down. 4, 3, 2, and 1. Fold forward and walk your hands to the front again. Still warming up a little bit. Standing in your plank. Maybe you come down on your knees, elbows in, lower down, hovering over the floor, and then you lift your chest up into a cobra or an up dog. The toes are tucked under. Get back on your knees and then to downward facing dog. Again, plank. Lower down again, toes and knees. Lift from there to up dog. You can always adjust. You don't have to come as high as I do. So modify, make it easier. If you don't know what that looks like, take a look right now. Come down to a plank. Maybe just quickly down, lifting gently up, moving on your knees back, tucking the toes under, coming into down dog. One more time, whatever variation that fits you. Bring the right leg up and back, and then to the front of the mat. You might pull the leg. I hope you've seen my Instagram on that one if you need to. Circle the arms. So take the navel button towards the inner thigh and do some circles. Bring the fingers down, step the back foot to meet the front foot, fold forward. Chair pose again. Remember to breathe. Bring the hands back, grasp the hands or just the arms, whatever works for you. Rise up, small back bend, leaning back, open up the chest. And maybe your shoulders, your back will speak to you, saying noises. Release, fold forward. This time bring your right leg to the back. Then we'll do those twisting motions with the arm, shoulder circles here. So you can see I might be a little bit faster than I would in a traditional yoga class. Downward facing dog, stretching everything. All right, maybe you gather your feet and your hands in the middle of the mat and then you rise up. So a little bit of yoga, so to say. Let's get some more heat going and balance and stuff. So I am putting my left leg and knee slightly out to the side, right hand up, or left arm, sorry, left leg, left arm, and then get the knee in like that, if you can hold the balance, in and out. Now I have a little bit of weight and I will put that in my hand. So just a sec. It's just, could be 3 kilos or I have 1.2 here. You can do it slow or mindful, or like me, kicking it up a little bit to get some heat in my body. So picturing this as a crunch, kind of crunching together here for a core, shoulder. And you can hear that I'm exhaling out like that. Welcome to do so. 3, 2, 1. Switch side. Toes, knees same direction. I like this position, so my back, now left leg, is a little bit back. So slower. You might bring the leg further out to the side instead of back. Up to you. Let's do just 10 more nice seconds here. 3, 2, and 1. Whew, I'm a bit out of breath. You know, I just had a few days off with my family. We were playing a lot in the what's that called? Swimming hall, which was really, really great. It was really fun doing a lot of activities in the water, like swimming and stuff that I don't normally do. So cool, using the body in all different kinds of ways. Okay, I'm on my ball. If you don't have the ball, just come down on the floor. I'm doing crunches. Now, my lower back and my bottom is on the ball. And I like going back for a deep, kind of a back bend, relaxed here over the ball. And then taking the chin towards the chest and rolling myself up. The six pack is super engaged. And because I'm used to working out, I will grab a weight. You might not, to get the most out of it. So this will challenge my abs more because I have the weight with me. So if you're on the floor, you will do exactly what we do here, but of course, you won't come as far back. Be mindful that you don't drop on your head if you bring the weight. You see, I don't have it a lot over my head. And let's do some to the side, coming down. And as you lift up, you might turn, again, just on the floor, do exactly the same. Switching from left to right. Obliques, core muscles are so much more involved here. Keep moving up and down. Are we there soon? Just one more time to each side. Alrighty, letting go. Going back to focusing on the more of the legs. I promise you it would be core, but the core is also involved when we do balance postures. If we if we focus on it. So it will be more a dynamic thing here. So lunges you would know from any sort of movement modality, I would think. This time, lower down with your knees, hover over the floor. Lean forward, bring your hands either by the ribs here or out to the side. Kick forward. See if you can hold the balance and fly, airplane, or whatever you want to do. Then rise up from that. Kick the right leg to the front. See if you can keep balancing. Lower down the right leg. Lunge. And I don't want you to be too quick. Focus on the left leg. So you go through a variation of Warrior 3. Each time you go from front to the back. Breathing a lot. Ooh. I feel my left leg really being rejoicing over all the fun it's having as it's trying to stabilize me. I'm not sure in this case with my shoes if they're actually supporting my balance. Take the last one on this side if you can. If you're totally fatigued, just shake it out and maybe do one last. So if you got shoes on that are kind of stiff and maybe not too much of shock absorption in the sole, maybe it will benefit you. You'll feel more stable. My shoes are super soft, so I'm not sure they're really doing a lot of good for me in the way of helping me balance. Switching leg. So now the right leg is trying its best. Again, airplane arms out to the side if that helps you balance better. And lean forward before you start to balance, because then the chances that you balance better instead of going directly into it. So, okay, what I'm talking about now is from here, going directly into airplane is hard. But if I lean forward, slowly putting weight on my right leg, easier for balance. So I hope you get somewhat out of breath, but still breathing quite a lot. This is not the same as cardio where you jump, but it has some variations of the same benefits. Two last bits here. And then as we do the last one, you can prepare yourself mentally for great core work. We're going to use the exercise ball. How you feeling? Hopefully tired. So this is one of my favorite core things on the ball. Now, piece of advice. We're going to have the legs on the ball. So that's why I'm kind of making my way all the way out here, because I'm going to kind of walk myself here. So you need a little bit of space if you walk forward, okay? If you're on the floor, you're just going to do traditional plank. And then take the knees in, hover over the mat, bring the knees out. Okay, with the ball, keep the feet somewhat together. If you're like really unstable here, you might get some more distance in between the feet. Core in, so you are really active going from this plank to this variation of planks. Knees over under your belly. This is such a good thing. There's no chance that you can relax here. Let's do 3 more. Two. Micro bend the elbows. And 1. So much fun. Okay. Always trying to shake things up, so I'm mindful of not being too much on my wrists or my knees or whatever you want to do. So I'm coming down with my belly on the ball, taking my hands here, bringing myself up, elbows out, squeeze the shoulder blades in under the forehead and down. Again, I will bring a little bit of weight just to get the most benefits. So you just stay if you're good there. Didn't really think it through, I can see, with what kind of weights I was going to use. So this is, again, just 125 kilos, not a lot. So of course, where you place the ball is so that it doesn't roll away from you underneath your forehead. Focus either on the back, the spine, muscles by the spine, or more, if you have a little bit of weight, you might feel it more behind the scapula, the shoulder blades. Let's do 5, 4. Yeah, come on. I see you. 3, don't give up yet. 2, last one. Lift up high. 1. was the back. If you were on the floor, I hope you did exactly the same variation here. Going back to the ball with the legs. So I need a wall by my side. You can also take a chair. This is really challenging my balance. So I'm gonna bring the back shin or the straps of the shoe there on the ball. Just holding myself here is somewhat challenging. And then I'm gonna do lunges. If you are new and the ball is just too challenging, just do traditional lunges or stay in high lunge in yoga, crescent lunge. I am staring at this small frog here on the floor. Not that I have a frog, but a picture of one. The red dot there. All right, using all I have to stabilize myself with, I didn't mention with leg, we're gonna do both. With the front leg. Could you do this with the foot on the chair? Yes. Now the difference is that with the chair, with my foot on the seat, I am way more stable. The ball is moving with my movement here. That's why it's so much more challenging. And fun, right? Yeah, we're having a lot of fun. Let's do 4. Going super low. 3. Feeling my butt, my hamstring. 2. Actually, just my toes on the ball. 1. Oh. Not gonna say anything. Just gonna switch. So I said before, you could do like the binding on your shoes. I think I'm more challenged with just the toes. You figure it out. Maybe have something to start you off with. You can't see it, I'm cheating. I'm leaning against my wall, not leaning, but holding just until I get myself started here. Now you can see that I'm leaning slightly forward with my spine. And it's because I don't want to have a huge back bend. If I keep my spine straight, I will need a back bend because my leg is at the back. So my back is not really fond of that, so that's why I lean forward. Keeping the core in. So again, maybe just staying in high lunge if you are a yoga person, or do lunge, knee down, up if you're a workout person. I call this cross-training, and I'm going to do a little bit more with all this cross-training mixing of traditions. Traditional cross-training would be like cross-training throughout a week, where you might do yoga, exercise, and a cardio, biking, jogging, whatever. That would be cross-training, mixing, again, traditions, but maybe throughout a week. I'm calling cross-training what I'm doing now, mixing in one session different traditions, because I think we need that kind of moving modality. 2 more here. How about some water? So maybe a little bit more easy one. Take the ball in front of you. Try to stay strong in your core. So you have a little bit of distance in between my knees and my feet. Navel in. And then you're going to move the ball. But let the hips stay where there are. Swinging the ball from left to right. But see what I'm not doing. I am not doing like this with my hip and my knees, okay? Staying still. Maybe squeezing the ball a little bit for more arm exercise. Let's do 3, 2, squeeze, 1. If you didn't have a ball, I hope you were just kind of moving your arms from left to right. Again, if you don't have a ball now, you might use a weight. You just play or like do what I do without a ball. Okay. Gonna bring the feet, the ball in between the feet. Bending the knees, bring the ball down. Squeezing the abs in so that your bottom lower part of the spine is down. I see nothing there. Take it into your hands. Same movement with my arms and my feet, no matter if I have the ball one or the other way or the place. Of course, you are super welcome to push on the ball to activate the legs, the arms. So this becomes really fun and effective. And don't forget about the core because you're so focused on squeezing the ball. And I'm not gathering my knees here. I'm trying to activate the inner thighs, not pulling my knees in as I hold on to the ball. Last 3. Two. I so love this. It's so great. 1. And then you can throw the ball into the air. Okay, back to more of the traditional yoga. We need to stretch the spine, and that we do in downward facing dog. So tilt the hip up and back like you have a tail that you're wiggling with, or what's that called? Stretching the spine. Whew. All right. Taking your right leg up and back, 3-legged dog. Bring the knee underneath yourself and take the foot and the back toes there out towards your left side and bring yourself up into a supported side plank. From there, maybe see if you can reach the toes. Maybe you can't, that's fine. Bring yourself back, downward facing dog. Same procedure, other side. Left leg up. Bring the knee in, up to the side ankle or side plank, I was about to say. Lifting the leg, feet up, turn back. Let's do this a few times. If this is simply not doable, now you know what to do. I'm going to share with you what you can do if it's going to be too much. Just come down on your knee like this. And just go maybe from tabletop to other side tabletop. Okay, always variations. And remember to pivot on the back foot. I have to remember my 3-legged dog there. One more on each side. Ooh, lots of fun balancing here. All right. And release. Back to the legs as we take a rest for the shoulders and the arms. All right, I have my feet quite a lot out to the side. I'm gonna sit down in this wide yoga squat, whatever. All right, I'm gonna do small pulsations here, just a few moments. Feel my thighs, inner thighs, staying put. 3, 2, and 1. All right, reaching up. Get my arms up overhead, leaning towards the right side, coming back, sitting low. Keep knees and toes out, feeling the power and maybe the lack of flexibility in the inner thigh. Lifting up again, moving up, going to the other side, core in, directly towards the side. Back, sitting down, staying for 4, just staying still, no pulsing. 3, 2, 1. Reach up, squeeze the buttocks here, the back, leaning towards the side. Squeeze, root lock, pelvic floor engaged. And let's just sit down again. 3, staying low. 2, 1, reaching up. Hands overhead, over to the side. Core in. Come on, sit down. Staying for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Woo. Right side. Up again. Sitting down. Staying. 6. Lifting the arch of the foot. 3, 2, 1. Over to left. Core in. And just staying put for now. Going maybe a little bit lower. Squeeze that. Oh, take your hands on the inside of the thigh here, not the knee cap. That one. But here, and then push your hands into the thigh and the thighs in to your arms, and then stay here for 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Ouch. Shake things out. That was the legs. Once again, we're gonna do this one. So if I had a bit more space, I would do this one. But I don't have a lot of space, so I'm gonna see if I can kind of walk the ball back. If you were on the floor, find plank on knees or toes, whatever you like. I'm gonna do this one that's super challenging for me. So, gonna see if I can balance my right leg on the ball, bring the left knee up towards the arm, put it back, opposite side. If it's too much, maybe just do the one with the knees in. Don't look at the screen as you try this. Look at the floor in front of your fingers. Don't be too quick. Whew. And last one. I almost succeeded. Almost. All right, last. Have to see. It's so hard for me to keep these videos short. Normally I do train workout for 55 minutes. So it's hard to get through everything within just half an hour. I know. Coming all the way up and twisting. On the floor, do exactly the same. Sitting up, resting down. I know some of you might feel like, oh man, 45 minutes, 35 minutes, too much. Give me 15 minutes. But, my friend, now that you're here, why not just, continue and get the most out of it, right? Why not do it? Let's do 4. Don't be quicker than I am. 3. 2. 1. Okay. Just the last one, and then a few stretches, because this one I absolutely we absolutely have to have, because it's so good. So you take your hip on the floor, on the ball, on the floor, if that's what you have. The cool thing about this with the ball is that you have a little bit more gravity against you. So I'm gonna bring my hands down. If it's too much for your wrist by now, maybe just use your fingers like this. Whatever works for you. Bring the legs up, out to the side as wide as possible. In, lower, not all the way down. We don't want our legs or the spine to relax. So you see, I am here trying to stay steady. And I'm gonna flex the foot or the ankle. Get some distance in between the legs if you is against something. Come on, lift for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Maybe you just relax here, or actually go the opposite way. Now, a lot of people probably make a lot of money on those yoga wheels. I don't know if you've seen them, maybe you have one. Not criticizing you, but I'm thinking, can't this be somewhat the same thing? Doesn't cost as much, probably. Going for a back bend. So this would be a supported bridge pose. Look. Well, of course, it depends if your back can do this or the size of the ball. If you have like a huge ball, you might be challenged. I have 65 size, and I am 1.70 centimeters high. So this size works for me. If you're maybe 160 height, go for the 55 size of ball. Gonna finish with just a little bit. The ball is gonna stay there. Come down on your back. It wants to stay with me, the ball there. I don't want it here. And do this. So take your right ankle on the left leg and stay here. Not gonna stay as long as we typically do in yoga. And then switch. But still trying to take that time to rewind and calm the body. So I hope you switched and maybe feel something here on the outer edge of your thigh, the glutes or buttocks. Releasing, stretching the hamstrings is for most people a really good one because they're really tight. If you have shoes with a big heel, this might be really uncomfortable. So just take the shoes off. Actually, I feel like doing that. Connecting to earth. So leaning forward with the spine straight, not taking a dive with the forehead, but navel first, chest, and then nose. And if you feel like you need to bend the knees slightly, you can take the fist under the knee joint. And then I'll finish with just 20 seconds of breathing. You can rest on the floor, you can sit with me. But try to take your hands, maybe one hand on the belly, the other one on the chest. If you sit like I do, try to sit up tall so you're not like leaning forward. And then you might close your eyes. And if there is a sentence, some would call it affirmations, you're welcome to say something to yourself. Maybe I am on your inhale, on your exhale, worthy. Inhale, I am. Exhale, worthy. If you are a believer in God, you might say something else, or just do that one with the faith perspective. And as we finish, you might picture yourself taking this sentence with you into your everyday life. What would a life, an everyday choice, an everyday action in your life look like if you really were rooted and grounded in worthiness, right? Having that sense of worth. I hope you enjoyed this. I did. So have a wonderful Easter if you look at this real time. And let me know if you like stuff like this, cross-training as I call it, and I'll do more of it. Keep liking, subscribing to my channel. It's so appreciated. Thank you.